What is going on, Infinite Abundance family? The Galactic Guardian is in the building. 369, the whole universe is on my side. Goddamn right. I'm so divine. I got a message for you today, man. Are you having a temper tantrum right now? Are you getting angry? Are you getting frustrated right now? That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of story, right? This is about stoicism. So, I was headed to nature early this morning, and I was feeling really good, really good. I had a great morning, a great night, a great yesterday, a really good flow, you know, coming into my body, a really good divine flow flowing through me, and you know, had a smoothie, had a kombucha, was, you know, watching some positive videos and reading. I was reading books, journaling. You know, had a typical morning, really good, productive morning. I was like, hey, let's go to nature, man. Pull up to nature. I pull up to nature. You know, I got two dogs with me, Roxy and Nova. Roxy, a pit boxer. Nova, a Siberian Husky, or I think it's a Siberian Husky or something like that. I get Roxy out. All is well, you know. And then I'm pulling Nova out. She slips out away from me, takes off sprinting like a dart into the forest. And I'm like, meanwhile, I'm thinking, yo, just 3 days ago or a week ago or whenever it was, I don't remember, I don't keep track of time. It's like 3 days ago. I'd already lost her, right? And I was chasing her for like, I was not chasing her, by the way. I didn't know where she was. I was just running in random directions, calling her name, hoping for the best. Ended up finding her after like 30 minutes, you know. And then as soon as she took off, I was like, you know what, Nova, I'm not in the mood for this today. Like, if you want to go get lost, that's on you. But like, I got my nice jeans on, I got my nice shoes on. It's kind of muddy. I'm not gonna sit there and chase you. I'm feeling good this morning. I'm not gonna let you affect me. And this is why I want to share with you guys, right? Temper tantrums, right? Because I get temper tantrums sometimes. Like, I'll be honest with you, I get angry. I get upset sometimes. I got upset for like 5 seconds or 10 seconds. I was like, what is she doing? Why did she do that? I'm in a good mood right now. Why did this happen? And then I remembered. Okay? I remembered, like, this is what I said. I remembered. Kevin Trudeau. Okay? When something happens that seems to be negative, just know that it's not negative. And there's actually a phrase that you can use. Whenever something that appears bad happens, okay, it's important you say this phrase, because if you don't say this phrase, it might actually end up being a bad thing. Okay? But realize this, nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so. It's all self-fulfilling prophecy. So what I said was, I don't know how, but I know this is a good thing. I feel good. My dog, I just lost my dog. No idea where she's at. And I'm sitting there skipping, singing, having fun, dancing, you know, skipping a tune. I don't know why. I'm so happy. Everything is going terribly wrong. Why am I so happy? It's because I know it'll all just turn out just fine. Right? So I laugh, I smile, I sing, I dance, whatever. Okay? You know, we end up, me and Roxy, we finished our walk. About 30 minutes later. I mean, I yelled her name every, you know, a couple minutes. I wasn't really too concerned about it. I knew I'd find her. And then this is what I began to do, and this is what I teach in my course, Quantum Manifestation University. What I did was I actually planted the seed of the frequency of me having her in my arms, okay? And I go over in detail how you can do that. And actually, pretty much what it does is it automatically creates a circumstance of whatever you want to happen. It automatically happens. It's an automatic process. You transmit the frequency. You see, when you're connected to God, when you're connected to your heart space, anything you want comes right to you. Okay, so I did that. I ended up getting the idea. The idea came from the frequency that I transmitted. I pulled out a piece of paper. I wrote down on the piece of paper, you know, missing dog, Nova, white, 2-year-old white Siberian Husky, pink harness, blue leash. If found, call this number, you know, or this number, right? Either my number or my mom's number, like I said, whichever one, you know, is reasonable. And what happened was, I put that note on 3 different people's cars, the only 3 cars that were there. And, you know, in my head, I could hear my guide saying, go to the tower. She's going to be in the tower, you know. And then, but of course, I followed my guidance. They said it's time to go home. So I went home. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go home. I'm still singing, dancing, having fun. I made a video on the way home. And by the way, I just uploaded it as well. And, you know, I make my soup. I'm getting on Paul Boost, about to like make a post about missing Nova. And then I get a call from my mom. She says, hey, did you lose Nova today? And I'm like, did you get a call? And like, yeah, she's actually by the tower right now. They're trying to catch her. They can't catch her. So here I am. I'm driving back to the tower. You know, it's raining outside. I'm sure she's muddy as hell. Obviously, like, on one perspective, I could say, hey, why does she keep running away from me? But I got to take responsibility. You see what I'm saying? I had to take responsibility. My first initial reaction was, damn, why did this happen? I was getting frustrated. But then I took a step back and I said, wait a second. What did I do to create this? Either A, I created this somehow by being frustrated in the past, okay? And like I said before, right? It's something that I created from the past. Even though I'm in alignment now, at some point yesterday or last week, I was vibrating frustration. Therefore, the universe is sending me back the circumstance of me being frustrated, okay? But here's the thing. I don't have to act on that feeling just because I felt it. You see what I'm saying? So I felt it, and then I moved forward, and I said, okay, I don't know how, but I know this is a good thing. Everything's going to work out for me. It'll all work out. It'll be fine. I'm lucky. I feel so great. And I got to the point of, like, I'm okay if I lose her. And that may sound harsh. That may sound harsh, right? But, like, we got to get to this point, guys, on this planet where we're not attached to anything in the physical realm. No people, places, or things. Yes, Nova is my dog. Yes, I love her, but if I'm attached to her, I'm not free. You see what I'm saying? If I'm attached to her, I'm not free. If I'm attached to a vehicle or a car or a house or a person or a place or a thing or a job or a business, or if I'm attached to that, I'm not free. Okay? Whatever it is. So, anyway, I get the call from my mom. She said, hey, head down there. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm about 10, 15 minutes away. I'm sure everything's going to work out fine. We're going to find out, did they catch her? Am I going to catch her? Who knows, man? It's going to be fun, I'm sure. I'm sure it's going to be a great experience. So I'm looking forward to it. Maybe I'll give you an update. If you want an update, drop it in the comments below. Drop in the comments below if you want an update on Miss Nova. But the reason why I share this video is because I feel like a lot of us right now are frustrated. We're going through problems right now. And we just, for some reason, things just keep happening that just keep making us feel more frustrated. And we're like, how do I stop being frustrated? Okay? Realize this, man. This is how you stop getting frustrated. Okay, number one, realize that it's okay to be frustrated. Realize it's okay to be frustrated. But realize this, man. If you're frustrated right now, okay, why are you frustrated right now? Realize that. It's because something happened to you. You attach yourself onto it. You had an expectation on a circumstance, situation, or event. Okay, you had a previous now moment where you had an expectation in your head of how you wanted it to play out, and it didn't play out how you wanted to, so you unconsciously chose to label it as bad or unwanted, or this is an experience I don't like, I don't want this, I don't like this, which created the feeling of frustration within you, okay? And then you created that feeling of frustration within you, which then pulsed out a frequency to the universe to send you back more circumstances, situations, events, to make you feel even more frustrated, and that's why you keep attracting events that make you feel frustrated, right? And I just gave you an example of how that just happened to me, right? And how do you break the cycle of frustration? You have to get in alignment, okay? Get in alignment and just know whatever you were vibrating yesterday, last week, last month, something that matches that frequency could come into your experience, and you got to know and be aware enough to feel that feeling and not let it, not act on it. You see, are you reacting or are you responding to life? Are you reacting to life or are you responding? A reaction is a split-second emotional, impulsive decision. A response is let me take this in, let me integrate this information. Okay, now let me move forward, right? This makes me feel frustrated. Am I gonna be upset? Am I gonna complain? Or am I just gonna take this? I'm gonna be still for a second. Think about it and then say, you know what? It'll all work out. You know what? I don't know how. This is a little frustrating, but it'll be fine. Everything's working out for me. This is a little annoying, but hey, I think it'll all work out. Or hey, gosh, I kind of wish this didn't happen, but for some reason it did. You got to know, hey, I created this. How did I create it? Right? I did something to create this. You got to take responsibility. You got to eliminate mysticism. You see, the 10-second miracle is when you take 100% responsibility for everything in your life. Take 100% responsibility for everything in your life. I created this. Okay, if I created this unwanted circumstance through my vibration, guess what I can do now? I can change my vibration, and that changes my situation. Now that I've changed my vibration into a state of alignment, I'm going to create circumstance, situation, events that align with me being in alignment. Okay? That's the understanding human beings are evolving to. That's the understanding that we need to get to. That's what I'm learning, right? I've been learning this for years now, but it's a process, man. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent, guys. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. We all go through lessons. We all go unconscious from time to time, but like stay present, man, the best you can. Like stay as present as you can. Okay? Realize that you are the creator of your reality. You're the master of your fate. You're the master of your destiny. Okay? The decisions you made yesterday created your today. The decisions you make today create your tomorrow. What are you going to do right now? Like, if you're in a situation that you don't prefer, let me say this as well, guys. You know, and I've experienced plenty of this, man, so I'm speaking from experience, right? If you're experiencing something right now that you don't want, you know what you want, okay? A lot of times, guys, we're asking for what we want, which is an intention, but we're sending out a counter intention of, hey, what I have right now is not good enough, okay? That's a counter intention. So on one hand, you're sending out a frequency, I want this, thank you for this, but on the other hand, you're saying, hey, I'm not grateful for what I have, it's not good enough. You see, so you're blocking it from coming in, okay? So what we must do collectively is say, hey, what I'm experiencing right now is I'm experiencing because I created it, or we created it collectively as well on this earth. Okay, that's fine for now. I'm grateful for it. It got us to this point of our evolution, of this point of understanding. But guess what? What do we want now? Let's focus our energy on that while being patient in the process, knowing it's already done. It's already in our future, right? It's already a potentiality in the field. How do we create that future reality? We create it by energizing it with our thoughts, with our words, with our actions. You see, whatever we focus on grows, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever you focus on grows. You see, wherever your focus goes, energy flows. Whatever you speak happens. Whatever you speak happens. It's okay to acknowledge that, hey, this situation, quote unquote, is bad or unwanted. It's okay to acknowledge that. You should acknowledge it. You know, one of the steps of getting where you want to be is you got to know where you are. You see, because, you know, point A to point B, there's a road, there's a journey, there's a bridge you got to go to. There's steps across that bridge. Maybe you can call it an epiphany bridge. Like, you got to know where you are and where you want to be, you know, and that's something that I teach in my course, Quantum Manifestation University, man. You got to know the pain you're experiencing. You got to know the pleasure you want to experience. You got to know where you are. You got to know where you want to be, right? Otherwise, you're just avoiding your problems, man. A lot of times, guys, we're resisting our problems. We're pretending they're not there. You see, whatever you persist, matter of fact, whatever you resist persists. If you're resisting these thoughts, if you're resisting these problems, I'm not going to focus on that. I don't want to focus on that because, you know, in manifestation, they say you got to think about what you want to create it. But guess what, guys? If you don't think about, at least be aware of and acknowledge what you don't want, you know, you're resisting it. And whatever you resist persists. You see, you're suppressing it, pretending it's not there. Suppression leads to depression. Those emotions that you're avoiding are getting trapped in your body, which is lowering your vibration into a lower vibrational state of frustration, anger, sadness, suppression, and so on and so forth, okay? So you want to raise your vibration, realize that your vibration is already naturally high, okay? You are a high vibrational, multidimensional being having a temporary human experience, right? You are a being of pure love and light, joy, peace, and enlightenment. That's your natural state of being as a spirit. Okay, but when you come onto this earth plane, you have experiences, circumstances, situations, events that you go through, and your mind or ego, unconsciously or consciously, attaches to those events saying, this is who I am, this is how I'm going to define myself, and those events trigger an emotion that gets trapped in your body, and if you don't heal those emotions trapped in your body, you will suppress them. You see, whatever you feel, you can heal. Whatever you suppress, it turns to depression. Whatever you resist persists, okay? So one of the most powerful things I've learned along my journey of manifesting the life that I want, of learning about manifestation, of learning about creating my life, or whatever the case may be, one of the most powerful techniques I've learned is to feel your worst case scenario. Feel it. If you're frustrated, great. Feel more frustrated. You want to run that emotion out of your body. You see, if you feel it, you're addressing it. You're accepting it. And what's happening is you go into that emotion. Go within yourself. Go into that emotion. Okay, I'm frustrated right now. Why do I feel frustrated? You ever ask yourself that? Why do I feel how I feel? Why do I feel how I feel? Do you ever ask yourself that question? Sometimes you got to ask yourself that question, man. If I'm feeling off, what is off in my vibration? What's in my field that's stopping me from feeling love, peace, joy, and enlightenment? Now, it's okay to feel every emotion. Don't resist your emotions, man. If you're feeling mad, why are you feeling mad? Feel it. Feel it, bro. Feel that shit. Express it. Okay? But don't let it control you. You don't have to identify with it. A lot of people, you know, they're just mad all the time. That's how they see themselves. That's how they define themselves. You see what I'm saying? Right? Like for example, someone says, you know, I have depression. You don't have depression, bro. You're not an emotion. You're experiencing an emotion. You see, but if you label yourself saying, hey, I have depression, this is why, I have beliefs that I'm kind of against the pharmaceutical industry and a lot of the health industries, man. I'm be honest with you, man. It almost seems like the mental health industry, man, there's a lot of problems with the mental health industry, bro. You go into the doctor's office, right? You tell them what you're experiencing, your symptoms, and they label you. They say, hey, you have depression. I'm going to prescribe you this drug. Did the doctor ever ask you what you eat? Did the doctor ever ask you what's your exercise routine? Did the doctor ever ask you, what's your mental diet? What are you putting into your mind? Do you have positive people around you or negative people around you? Does your doctor ever ask you that, or they just prescribe you a pill? You know what pills do? They suppress your emotions. They block off the signal that your body sends to your brain. It just doesn't make sense, bro. It doesn't make sense. It's a temporary fix. It's never going to work. They want to keep you drugged for life, man. That's how they make their money. Not only do they make their money from those pills, but they make the money from the diseases and side effects you get from those pills as well, bro. It's not worth it, bro. Get off the pills, bro. Get off the anxiety meds. Get off the depression meds, bro. Get off that shit, bro. You don't have anxiety. You don't have depression. Those are emotions. All human beings experience those emotions, guys. But listen, man, I'm not going to be insensitive and say you don't have depression, you don't have anxiety. Because here's the thing, guys. Ultimately, your mind is more powerful than everything and everyone in your life. And here's why. If you tell yourself, whether you told yourself first or the doctor told yourself second, whichever one happened first, if you define yourself as having depression, that is a self-fulfilling prophecy. You are the placebo of your life. Whatever you believe is true for you in your reality. So if you believe you have anxiety, that is true, okay? But it's only true because you believe it. You're not just a victim. Stop believing you're a victim. You have power and control over your reality. Get off the meds, get off the drugs, and stop being a victim. You're not a victim. You are a powerful creator. Let me speak it louder for someone. Get off the anxiety meds. You don't have anxiety. You are not defined by your past. Let me say it a little louder. You don't have depression. You don't have depression. Depression is an emotion. You don't have depression. You don't have anxiety. You have past traumas that you're attaching and identifying with that you haven't healed. Okay? That sucks, sure, but guess what? You got to heal that shit. You're not going to heal it by being a victim, telling yourself, I have depression, I have anxiety, I need all these drugs. I'm going to do what the doctor says. The doctor says I have depression, the doctor says I have anxiety. The doctor don't fucking know you, bruh. Listen, man, here's how you solve depression, anxiety. Now, look, I understand there's PTSD, there's post-traumatic stress disorder, where there's certain events in our life that are extremely traumatic. I haven't experienced too many super traumatic events in my life, so I can't say I know from that perspective, okay? That's maybe a different story, but still, guys, are you going to let it define you for the rest of your life? When are you going to make a decision and say, I have power over this? When are you going to make that decision, man? Because nothing's going to change until you make a decision to change. You see, if you want things in your life to change, you're going to have to change things in your life, ladies and gentlemen. If you want things in your life to change, you're going to have to change things in your life. It begins with you. There are infinite possibilities in this universe, but guess what? The universe is going to give you based a reflection back of what you decide within yourself, who you are. You get to choose who you are. You're a blank canvas. Your thoughts are the paint. Your human is the picture. What are you going to create? You see, the fundamental principle of a human being is infinite possibility. We are all unique perspectives of the one infinite creator. There are no limitations on you other than the ones that you accept in your reality. You see, this is why, one of the first things I ask you if you have anxiety or depression, if you think you have anxiety or depression, okay, what is your mental diet, bro? What's your mental diet? What do you listen to on a day-to-day basis? Do you have negative people around you talking to you all the time? That's why you feel depressed. That's why you have anxiety, bro. Are you listening to the news, propaganda? Or are you listening to bullshit? Or are you listening to personal development? Or are you listening to God? Are you listening to positive energy, motivation, inspiration? What are you listening to? You see, because whatever you allow to enter your mind produces your thoughts. And your thoughts produce feelings, aka how you feel. Right? You want to change the way you think, change what you intake, change how you think. It's simple. Cause and effect, man. You see, you're either at cause or at effect in your life. You were either at effect to what happened to you, saying, I'm a victim, or you were at cause and saying, hey, guess what? I created this, whatever, that was the effect. But guess what? I'm at cause right now, and I'm going to create a new effect. Because of the vibration I'm shifting to right now, I'm creating a new reality for myself. You have to make that decision, man. Nothing changes until you make a decision, and everything changes Once you make a decision, everything changes, ladies and gentlemen. Once you make a decision, ladies and gentlemen, that's my new phrase, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, I sound like David Eminite right now. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, let me tell you how to hit Sherman. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, man, you're not defined by your past, man. You're not your past. Your past was an experience. You are the presence experiencing this moment, vibrating in the energy of your choice. You see, you have complete control over your reality. What are you allowing into your mind? That's question number one. And question number two, what are you allowing into your body? What are you eating? You know, a lot of people, they have the quote-unquote anxiety, but they're drinking a shit ton of caffeine. Why do you think you have anxiety? You get paranoid when you're on caffeine. You got too much caffeine. Look, I know caffeine's good as fuck. It's like crack. Okay, I never had crack, but caffeine is really good. I'm not gonna lie. It's really good. It's like the brain loves that shit. It's like, oh, give me some more. Give me some more of that Mountain Dew. All right, but pay attention to this, guys. High fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, get that shit out of your diet immediately. Okay, here's why. Artificial sweeteners, okay, they block neural pathways in your brain from connecting, making it difficult for you to focus on a thought, okay? So what is anxiety, right? By definition, anxiety is your mind taking you out of the present moment, okay? So if you have anxiety, which is in the mind, okay, what anxiety is in the mind, right? If you have anxiety in your mind, you know, your mind's taking you out of the present moment. Why is that? Probably, I mean, check your diet right now. Check your mental diet. What are you thinking about? What are you listening to? And two, do you have any artificial sweeteners in your diet? Do you have any caffeine in your diet? I guarantee you this, guys. Change what you put in your mind, change what you put in your body. You're gonna think a little bit differently about yourself. Do you really have anxiety? Do you really have depression? Do you? Or is it just a self-fulfilling prophecy? Or is it just an effect of the cause that you created based off of what you allowed into your mind and what you allowed into your body? Okay? Unconsciously, okay? It was not your fault. You didn't know any better. It's okay. But guess what? It may not have been your fault because you didn't know any better, but guess what? Now that you know, it's your responsibility to make a new decision if you want a new future, all right? If you want to be a victim the rest of your life, then why are you watching this video? Bro, look, I understand, bro. I've been in victim mode many times, bro. I understand how it is. It sucks. You have no confidence. You have no belief in yourself. You feel like everyone's judging you. You don't want to get out the house. I've been there, bro. Trust me, bro. It's not fun. It's not fun, bro, but we are responsible for getting ourselves out of that mess that we created. We have to take responsibility. No matter how shitty people are in your life, you have to realize they are a reflection of you. Number one, they're either reflecting back to you your beliefs about yourself, or this is how, you know, yes, I have empathy for other people, but realize this, guys. You're experiencing your karma, okay? You're experiencing your karma. So nothing is a bad thing. You're not just so unlucky. You're not just a victim. You're experiencing your karma, okay? If something terrible is happening to you, well, that's just part of your karma. Like from another lifetime, bro. Like, let's just be real. That's how it works, okay? So you don't have to judge it. You don't have to judge it and say, well, I'm just unlucky. Look how I grew up. This is my childhood. Well, let me ask you this. What did you do in your past life to earn this karma? Yeah. Oh, yeah. What did you do in your past life to earn this karma before you start saying you're a victim? Okay? Trust me, dude. I've been on both sides of it. I've killed many people in my past lives, and probably you have too. Right? I've killed many people, and I've been killed many times. I've been assassinated. I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I've been a slave. And I've had slaves. You see, it's karma. There are karmic laws that govern this universe, man. You can't escape your karma. You can't escape your karma, bro. But what you can do is make a new decision today and say, I'm not going to create any more bad karma. You can say, I'm gonna create good karma into the world. I'm going to put good things into this universe for me, knowing that good things are going to come back to me. Man, this was a great video, man. I may clip this up into smaller clips. I think we have some good clips in here. My intention is to put this on YouTube. If it is on YouTube, you know, check out the Instagram, infiniteabundance777. Send me a message on Instagram if you have any questions, anything I can help you with. If you'd like to get access to Quantum Manifestation University, I'm giving early access, 50% off for the first 10 people. Spots are running out as the time goes down. Send me a message if that's something you're looking for. The 8 steps that I use to go from quitting my job as a pizza delivery driver to within less than a year and a half, making 6 figures online, doing what I love every day, traveling the world and changing hundreds of people's lives. That's my story, guys. I kind of told you a little bit about it, a lot of my insecurities and a lot of my frustrations. I hope you guys got some value from this today. And with that being said, much love, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day.